Next One Up Foundation is helping young men in Baltimore reach their full potential, then reach back to pull up the next one. It's a mission that struck a mother working to keep her son's memory alive.
He passed in November 1st, 2023, and he was 33 years old. And he was the specimen of health, of good health.
Sandra Abbott lost her son Itay to a rare and aggressive case of metastatic melanoma. Itay's only symptom, a headache. He got it checked and died 3.5 months after he was diagnosed with a brain tumor, leaving Sandra with just memories.
Him coming in the door with his big smile and his kindness and unconditional love that he showed me and those that he loved.
She wrote a children's book called Itay the Warrior so her grandchildren would know their uncle. But she needed to do more. She says her son would only want to be remembered as a warrior who fought to the end, not his illness.
I saw that the mission of Next One Up very much aligned to what my son Itay had wanted to do in his life, which was to make sure that people could be the best that they could be. And so we decided to start a scholarship in his name.
The Climb to Glory Scholarship is named in honor of Itay working with the 10th Mountain Division Army Rangers.
When I listened to her speak about Itay and his purpose in life and how he lived his life is exactly what we're trying to teach the young men here.
Shel Simon is the senior program director for NOU. He says the organization recruits young athletes in the 6th grade and sticks with them post-college. Right now, they mentor more than 200 young men.
Mentorship for us looks like we really align with the pillars of athletics, academics, and leadership development.
Their mantra, healthy and wealthy by 25. Simon says it's a place where young men can be themselves, grow their confidence and self-esteem using sports.
We have graphic design classes, we have robotics, life skills, leadership development. We're partnered with Govans Elementary School up the street where we do community service and after-school programming with them. So we try to put our young men in leadership positions.
The scholarship was established in March and helps provide meals, offset operating costs, and subsidized trips. In North Baltimore, I'm Janine Donaldson for WBAL TV 11 News.